Did I mention yet that it gets really hot up here? Did I ever mention? I did? Okay, just so I got that covered. Hello and welcome once again to the Masked Man Attic. You know, one of the companies that made some very nice Star Wars props and prop replicas like lightsabers, and I think they made Star Trek phasers and some guns and that kind of thing. One of those companies was Master Replicas, and in addition to those, they also made some very nice Star Wars prop replica helmets out of very nice, very substantial, top quality fiberglass. And one of my favorites of those helmets was this one. This is the Gree helmet, G-R-E-E, and I know what you're thinking. If you're not familiar with this character, you're thinking, what, Dr. Lady, what, did you forget what you were saying in the middle of the word green? You couldn't say green? What, are you too cool to say the whole word now? You're going to start saying totes and whatevs next because you're too cool to pronounce an entire word? No, I didn't forget to put the N on the end when I said it was Gree. So I'm not talking about the fact that it's green. His name is Gree, okay? And in the, in the reality of the Star Wars universe, the clone troopers all have numbers assigned to them when they're brought into existence. I think this guy was clone unit number 1004, and then they choose names of their own or get names from other means to sort of help them, you know, differentiate a little bit of semi-developed personalities and things. They had a little bit of different wiring in their brains, but Gree here was a fan of what would you call it? I don't want to say flora and fauna, but, well, he was interested in obscure alien species, they said, and there was a species called the Gree that was some kind of alien, possibly where we got Simon Legree. Maybe he came from that planet. But this particular clone warrior was interested in the Gree and adopted that as his name, and he's Commander Gree. And it's totally a coincidence that his helmet and his clone trooper uniform are predominantly Gree. That's totally a coincidence. Has nothing to do with this. And anyway, the very nice helmet here from Master Replicas came out in 2007. And in addition to being seen on the Clone Wars animated TV series, you do actually see this guy in the last of the movies. The you know, the Star Wars Episode 3, Everybody Dies. Remember that one? Yeah, he does show up in there. And I thought he was a very cool looking helmet and a very cool looking trooper. I believe this one was given to me by my charming wife Laura one year for my birthday or Christmas or something. Okay, I don't remember exactly. But anyway, one of a limited edition of 500. I don't know what number this is because I couldn't find the little piece of paper that came with it that had the number on it. And the helmet doesn't actually have the number. Now, if you're noticing a lot of damage here, a lot of paint chipped off, that sort of thing. Okay, that's intentional. That's not the result of me having kicked the helmet down the attic steps in some sort of drunken stupor. This is actually part of the design, and if you look at the placement and the pattern of the scratches and the paint loss and the blaster damage marks, those aren't actually totally random on all the helmets. They're the same on every helmet, so it's actually stenciled and painted to have these specific scratches and dents. The paint loss is canon, basically, which is nice because they all look alike. And this was pretty expensive. All these helmets were in the neighborhood of $400 or $500. The last time I saw one on eBay, the price was so inflated you would have to mortgage your home to own it. I don't know if it sold for that price, but be prepared for the possibility of sticker shock if you're shopping for Master Replicas helmets. Master Replicas is no longer technically in business. They were bought by some other company, and, well, you know how it goes with American businesses, right? One of those stories. Somebody bought it, and then it became a wing of another company, and somebody else took ownership of the licensing, and you know. But Gree here, one of the cooler helmets, and if you can see the inside, it's got the very nice padding, got the full head foam soft padding, so you could actually wear this and not kill yourself. I remember a Stormtrooper helmet I used to have that was not nearly so thoughtfully designed, And every time, my friends would always want to try it on, you know, we were kids, and you'd put the Stormtrooper helmet on, and when you would take it off, this area here would bash the bottom of your nose, because really to take it off you needed to turn it around like, you know, 90 degrees, and then take it, and nobody thought of that, and everybody just oh, I'll take the helmet off, and went, and bang, oh my God, and you had this, you know, it was sort of the nasal injuries went with ownership of the early Stormtrooper helmets, which were made by Don Post Studios from hard plastic. This, as I have divulged previously, is actually fiberglass, and one of the things I like about it is that emerald green visor. Has sort of a mirrored green effect there, and you can actually see through it. If you put this on, you can actually see, although it does tend to make your surroundings look a bit on the green side. If you can find one of these, I highly recommend it as a very cool collectible from the Star Wars memorabilia gallery of Earth. Okay, it's the Commander Gree helmet from Star Wars, the movie where everybody just kills everybody else with lightsabers for 2 hours, and it's really angry and depressing. But well, apart from what I thought of the specific nature of the script for the film, it had some very cool designs in it, and this was one of them. So if you can possibly find one, there you are, your recommendation for this week, the Commander Gree.